this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum to a song called Lola by the Kinks. And it starts off with this cool little intro lick around a C major chord, where you put first finger on the B string, first fret, second finger on the D string, second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the C, we're going to be going to a D major chord. We're going to play D major. First finger goes to the G on the second fret, second finger on the high E second fret, and third finger on the B string third fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the D, we're going to be going to an E major chord. We play E major. First finger goes to the G on the first fret, second finger on the A string second fret, and third finger on the D string second fret. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an E major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And on that E, actually, you'll hear this cool little arpeggio. Arpeggio just means broken chord, where you could kind of play the E major, and then kind of come back, E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E. It's kind of a little a breaking up of the chord, kind of high E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E, B, G, E. It's kind of that little lick that kind of comes in. And the strumming on the C and the D, actually, you have kind of that C with a down, down, and then a down, up, and then D with a up, down, up, and then you can kind of hit the E and then do that arpeggio way. Or there's a couple other strummings you may want to play around with through the tune, and you could kind of think about it as a down count, kind of that C, D, E, or kind of double time it on that, kind of a C, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D, E. So kind of doing kind of downstrokes and kind of muting. Or a lot of times with a song like this, I like to use something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So another way to kind of work that through the intro is you can do the C with a down, down, up, down, and then the C with a down, down, up, and then hit the D for the up, down, up, and then hit the E for the down, down, up, down, E, down, down, up, down, up. Kind of playing against the tune a little bit. So C, down, up, D, up, down, up, E, down, up, D, down, up, down, up. Or through the tune, you'll also kind of feel it almost like a 16th note strum pattern. That down, down, up, down, up is kind of dividing our beat into two parts, actually, kind of 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is on the E, if you do a down for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you can do on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 up. And then on the third beat, you do an up on 2, and down on 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you'd be going down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So all together, you got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So we're kind of digging on that feel. One way to kind of work that through that intro chord progression is to do the C with kind of your down, 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 up, down, and then hit the D for the down, up, and then do the E with the whole pattern. Down, 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 down. So you can have C, down, down, up, down, D, down, up, D, down, 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 down. So that might be another way to kind of work it. And then from that intro, then we go into our first verse. And we start out on E major, and then we do another E, and then we go to A major, and then we play A major. First finger goes to the D on the second fret, second finger on the G string second fret, and third finger on the B string second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the A, we go to a D major, and then we we go back to E major, and another E major, and then go to the A major, and another A major. So we could kind of work that through that down, down, up, actually kind of mixing that up. And you'd have E down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, A down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, A down, up, down, up, A down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, A down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, E down, up, down, up, A down, up, down, up, D down, up, down, up. From there we kind of go back into kind of our intro part, kind of that C down, up, D, up, down, up, E, to kind of set ourselves up for our second verse. Now if you're kind of digging on the 16th pattern, the weird thing is that kind of takes the place of two of the chords. So it's a little weird, and when you're kind of thinking of the halving part, you could kind of start out with that E with the whole pattern, for instance. And then when you get to the A, you could do just a down, down, down up on that in the D chord. And then you back the E with the whole pattern. So anywhere you have two chords, you kind of think that whole strum pattern. And the halving idea is kind of just that long down, 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 up on the strum pattern. So we tried that second verse with the 16th idea. We'd have kind of the E, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, B, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, B, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, A, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, B, down, down, up. And then from that second verse, we kind of go back into that intro part, kind of C, down, down, up, down, D, down, down, kind of feeling on that 16th. And then from there, then we go into a bridge part, and our bridge starts on a B major chord. And you could kind of use a B7 chord where you do first finger on the D string, second or first fret, second finger on the A second fret, third finger on the G second, the pinky on the high E second fret. If you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a B7 chord. It sounds really nasty. And then, or another possibility is to use a B major chord where you do this as a second fret bar, third finger over the D, G, and D strings. You might kind of think about that. Or you could use a B5 power chord where you do first finger on the A second, third finger on the D string, second fret. And then from the B we go to an F sharp major. And normally you do this as a second fret bar, second finger on the G string, third fret, third finger on the A, fourth fret, pinky on the D string, fourth fret. It's kind of working that as an F sharp major chord. Or you might want to kind of dig on lifting off the pinky and making that an F sharp 7. Or if you're just starting out and you're trying to avoid bar chords, you could do first finger on the B string, second fret, second finger on the G, third fret, third finger on the D string, fourth fret. Kind of use that for your F sharp 7. Or you could use an F sharp power chord, where you do first finger on the low E string, second, third finger on the A string, fourth, and you use just those two strings kind of for your F sharp. And then from the F sharp we go to A major, and then from the A major you almost kind of hear this in the background, where they make a change to an A minor chord, where you do first finger on the B string, first fret, second finger on the D string, second fret, and third finger on the G string, second fret. If you kind of strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. That sounds really sad. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. We'd have kind of that B7, F sharp, pattern on each of those chords. So a B7, F sharp, A minor. And then from that bridge part, then we'd be going back into kind of our verse part, kind of a little variation. Now something else I'd think about adding to the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So on the E you'd have the low E for the bass. On the A you'd have the A for the bass. On the D you'd have the D for the bass. On the C you'd have the A for the bass. next verse with kind of a bass down, up, down, up. We'd have the E with the bass down, up, down, up, E, A, D, E, do that with a bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, and all be cool variations. So we tried that verse that way. You'd have the E, second bridge, actually kind of a breakdown that kind of happens right after that verse, where we do an A major as kind of a down, and then we go to a C sharp minor chord. Normally you do this as a 4th fret bar, second finger on the B string 5th fret, third finger on the D 6th, pinky on the G string 6th, and it's almost like this big punch where you do kind of an A, C sharp minor, and then we go to a B, and you may want to do kind of a down on the B, and then pick it up with kind of that down, down, up, down, up, on another B. Or you can do kind of a down, down, down. Now there are some easier C sharp minors. If you're trying to avoid the bars, you can make it a smaller version of the chord by doing first finger on the high E 4th, second finger on the B string 5th, and third finger on the G string on the 6th fret. It's kind of a little C sharp minor. Or you could put the third finger on the D string 6, pinky on the G string 6, and make it a little bit smaller, or thicker C sharp minor. And then from the C sharp minor, and we do that B hit. And you may want to kind of try and do that with the power chord, actually. That might be a little bit easier. And then we go back to the A, C sharp, B, and then we do another A, C sharp, B, and then from there we go to an E major, but then we go to a G sharp minor chord. And normally you do this as a 4th fret bar, third finger on the A string 6, pinky on the D string 6, kind of work that for your G sharp minor. And if you're starting out, actually, you're trying to avoid bar chords, you could kind of make that a smaller version by doing just the top 2 or the top 3 of the top 4 strings as kind of a little G sharp minor. Or you could use a power chord where you do first finger on the low E 4th fret, third finger on the A string 6th fret. And actually, that might be a cool idea for the C sharp too, is to try it as a C sharp 5, where you do first finger on the A string 4th fret, third finger on the D string 6th fret. So you can kind of work it with power chords through that whole part, actually. And you could even make the A a power chord by playing just the A and the D string of the A chord. And the E5 power chord actually would be kind of the low E and the A string on the 2nd fret. So as a power chord idea, actually, this could be kind of cool. It's kind of A, C sharp, B, A, C sharp, B, A, C sharp, B, and then E, G sharp, C sharp, and then E and up, B. And through that part, actually, I'm kind of doing get down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up. I'm kind of on that part. Down, up, or down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. Kind of switch to the 16th on that last beat. Or you could use the bigger chords. And you have kind of A, C sharp minor, B, A, C sharp, B, A, C sharp minor, B, G sharp minor, C sharp minor, B, kind of on that breakdown part. And then from there, then we'd be going back into our verse part. Now, if you know there are licks around these chords too, feel free to kind of take this lesson and kind of embellish it any way you want to. There's lots of different ways to kind of mix it up. And from there, then we go back into our bridge part. So we're kind of back to that B, F sharp, A minor. Or if you're digging on the down, down, up, down, up, you'd have kind of that B, F sharp, A minor. Our outro, and then we're kind of back on our E, our A, B, and then I think I'm tapping E major at the very, very end. But that's the basics of how you get strummed through Lola by the Kinks. So good luck!